All right, all right, all right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome, 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 champions, to our presentation. I am your hostess on this evening, Coach JP, and I'm excited to share this amazing information with you. Listen, EPIC stands for Exceptional People, Incredible Compensation. We actually were looking for something specific when we came to this platform. Like, we are brand new. Like, so you literally have a chance to be first with this platform with us because it just launched October 1st. But when it launched, before we joined, we were looking for some specific things. And I'm excited to share with you what those things actually happened to be. We were looking for a company. Um, we were looking for a company, literally that, where the head of the company, they were God-fearing, they were professional, they were stable, they had, we know that success rises and falls on leadership, right? So we were looking for a company that had a sense of direction, strong trainers, they were ethical. Check. We found all of that. We were looking for a company where there's a level playing field. Well, as you can see, we just started. So everybody is starting at the same place. We all run together. Check. We found that. Strong compensation. I had a real reality check with myself. I had a conversation with myself once I slowed down because of this current pandemic. And the reality of it is it's kind of like when you're running, right? And you're just going all the time. You don't really smell the roses. Well, when I slowed down enough to smell the roses, I realized, okay, you know what? I got a lot of weeds in my bed, right? I don't have the income that I thought I was going to have. So we wanted a platform that was the product, right? Literally the product would actually, the product was a platform where you actually could earn money, right? You actually could earn money inside of this particular product. And then the second thing is that there was a strong compensation plan as far as the, building a team was concerned as well. We found both of those inside of this particular platform. So that's the power of it. So we got that. We checked that. That it had a low startup cost, especially with right now being a time where a lot of people, right? A lot of people just do not have the finances because of different situations. I mean, first life, and then you add the current situation. People just did not have the money. So we found low startup costs, and we found a platform that was worldwide. So when I tell you we got everything that we asked for, because you can't be funny with God. You got to tell him the specifics. He gave us everything we asked for. Our company is global. We're in 145 different countries and territories right this minute. We teach people to learn the skill set of Forex trading. Forex trading is not new. It's been around forever. All we're doing is providing people the education platform, because like to do it on your own, like to YouTube, get your YouTube on and reading it. Not that you can't do it, because my business partner in 4 years, he's been almost 5 years, he's become very proficient, right? At it, we're going to shorten that learning curve to 90 to 180 days for people. But we've assembled some of the best minds in trading and some of the best minds in leadership in order to execute what we're executing. And so my best friend, Mr. David McCovey, is the founder and CEO of EPIC. And when he asked me, what do you need in order for you to come and sit down at the table with me with my new platform? I told him, I said, having a real look at my life, I need about $2 million earning interest every single month at 9 to 10% in somebody's interest-bearing account, so I can retire. I can retire on 9 to 10% and live on anywhere from like $16,000 to $20,000 every single month. That's what I told him. Well, family, when I tell you that this platform of leaders right here have put together a place where you can do that, you can earn that in Forex trading. You can earn with Coach Max and her team. You can earn it right over here with Mr. Iverson, Mark Sterling, and Mr. Green in this team on the building side. Everything that you need is at your fingertips. Now, what the heck is Forex, right? What the heck is foreign exchange? Well, I will tell you that when our banks have been giving us 1 to 2% interest in our CDs, they've been investing our money at night, okay, in foreign exchange, right? They've been investing our money at night in foreign exchange, earning upwards of, 100, 200, 300% sometimes of the investment that they put in, and then bringing us our 1%. Well, we're going to teach you the skill. How about we move the banks out of the way? We give you the skill set so that you can do foreign exchange, and that portable skill will take it the rest of your life. As a matter of fact, what my grandmother used to say was this. Grandma used to say is that as long as you get your education, that's one thing that nobody can ever take away from you. Does that make sense? We're going to give you that education. $6.3 trillion day market, and it works, opens every 5 days. And so what's so amazing about this particular market is that it is open 24 hours a day. Now, I'm excited to share with you that we have everything that you need in order to learn Forex and to learn it well, and it's done professionally. But you know what? Sometimes it's always better to hear from somebody else who may be taking advantage of it. So we have a champion, a couple of champions that this needed to pass the sniff test for them, because they were not going to go out and build huge teams right away. They really, we needed a product that was actually going to make money. So Rosa and Stuart Anderson, and then Tanisha Williams, if it would pass the sniff test with these two champions, I knew we were on to something. So if I could get Mr. Anderson, and you're so gracious to just to like step up and answer, and be there for the champions and just answer some of their questions. But, everything that they see on this screen, Stuart, that, we actually have for them, and you're experiencing it. And so if you can share, that'd be great. But family, let me just tell you, I have a tremendous amount of respect for this young couple. They run multiple businesses out of their household. When we talk about entrepreneur, this couple is the epitome of that. But they don't just run business out of their household, they run it right. They're super smart people. They love other people. And what I love about them is that with all that they have and all that they've acquired and all the knowledge and the degrees and things that they have, they're just cool people. Just cool people. So Stuart, can you share with the champions the power of our epic services in Forex?
Sure thing, Coach, and thank you for that. Hello, family. And from what Coach is going on, I'm an educator. I love to learn. And learning about Forex trading has been a really exciting journey so far. The information that's been put together by Coach Max and her team has been just spot on. It's broken up over a 2-week syllabus, and you don't have to hold lock hard to that 2-week time. You can decide that I'm going to do it all in one weekend, or I'm going to take a month to do it. The material is broken down into easy to digest chunks, about 7 to 15-minute videos. They cover everything from terminology to how the market operates. And what I've been really getting the most from it is the actual training, how you train yourself to be a good trader. People think that being a good trader just means that I have money, I pick something and hope for the best. What you're going to be learning is how to do research, how to do analysis, how to take your emotions out of trading and to become an actual efficient trading. They'll show you the steps that they use, and they'll also give you what's called signals, trades that are moving, trades that you can invest in as well to earn profit. You'll be learning about the different markets. There's 3 distinct markets that are going on. There's the New York market, the Asian market, and then the Australian market. And then you'll learn what times that you would like to actually trade. As Coach was saying, the markets are open 5 days a week, 24 hours a day. So if you're a night person like I am, you'll probably be trading in the 9 o'clock market. If you're an early morning person, you could trade in the 2 a.m. market. Or if you happen to be a day person, you could trade in the 7 a.m. market. So you have actual times that you can do your trading. And it's not like you have to stay on it and do it for like, okay, I have to do this for the next 20 years before I see a return. With the skills of that you learn, you actually be able to start making successful trades and making income within the first few weeks or a couple months. It's really based on how well you learn and practice the material. And on the practice, they have you open up a demo account with a broker. So you actually start with play money to hone your skills. And like anything that you're learning, the more you practice, the better that you get at it. So you get to actually get a balance sheet such as this, and you learn what these concepts mean. And in your demo account, you actually start using these concepts. You see on your first row that you have the euro versus the dollar. It's currently showing you that those pairs are moving in their green. Well, in other terms, sometimes green means good and red means bad, but that's not always the case. It just means that where the market is actually moving at that time. If you're buying based on the euro, the green is good. But in the other line, you're buying based on the Japanese yen. So it's going down is good. So you get to learn those different trades, you get to try your different strategies, and you actually get to apply it. And the big thing about applying it is once you apply it, you can really start earning really good income with it. There are live sessions in which you get to actually hear Coach Max and other traders making live trades, and you get to duplicate those trades as well. So if you happen to be following exactly what they're doing, you're going to be making the kind of money of that they're making. So it's just a really exciting platform to learn from. I've done stocks in the past, but without any type of guidance, it's been more guesswork than anything practical. This here is an actual bona fide education that shows you how it's done, and it actually lets you know you can do this and really be successful with it.
That is pretty awesome, pretty awesome. And I know you guys have talked about, some goals that you have set for you and your bride, and that are very realistic goals. And like you said, it's all relative based on, of course, following and doing what you're supposed to do and being and managing your risk and things of that nature. Realistically speaking, somebody brand new, they want to go into Forex trading, they know nothing right this minute. Realistically speaking, what do you see as being a reasonable or what, just tell us what your goal is, because everybody's different, but what is your goal, and tell us how reasonable you feel like it is.
Looking at my goals, we've been looking at between $100 to $50 per day successful trading. I've gone over my demo account. I've opened up my demo account and I've started doing my practicing. And from what I've been learning, it's extremely doable. And it's the part that is really surprising about it is that it's not requiring me to have a massive $500, $1 million investment. My practice brokerage, I started off with what I wanted to do in real life with a $100 investment with my broker. And I've been actually being able to be pretty successful with following how the market is working, trending. I'm still learning more, and I've been making some mistakes. So I have to go, oh, that didn't work, but that's the reason for using your demo account. And then once you iron out those kinks, making that $100 a day seems really doable.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you so very much. We appreciate your professionalism, your candor. You're exceptionally well spoken, and you kind of make it really plain. Even for somebody like myself, I understand more listening to you than I would if I was listening, just trying to figure it out myself. So thank you so much. We appreciate you guys, and congratulations on everything. So family, as you can see, right? As you can see with this particular platform, what I love about it is that you literally have the opportunity to create that income that we're talking about. So with anytime that you are talking about being self, independent and earning money, understand that nobody makes any guarantees to you. Our disclaimer, if you read the last paragraph, because of course we can't make any promises, but think about this. If people make you a promise of what your income is, they also cap your income. Does that make sense? Here, there are no promises. You can earn as much as you want or as little as you want. So any and all income projections should not be considered as a guarantee of your actual earnings or profits. Success in the company results only from your active participation and your successful marketing efforts, which do require you go to work, you commit, and that you have diligence on your part. Family, in anything that you're going to commit to, you're not going to learn it in 15 days. You're not going to learn it in 30 days. You've got to commit, 6 months to a year minimally just to earn Forex, and a year to really get your business off the ground. Does that make sense, family? So make those commitments to you, because this is your company. You don't work for me. You don't work for Epic. You don't work for your sponsor. You really actually work for that beautiful lady or handsome guy you see in the mirror. So you're going to receive a 1099. Stuart says that you receive a 1099 from your broker on that side. And on the side where you're building a team, you're going to receive a 1099 as well. So why is that important? Because the gentleman who wrote this book, Dr. Ronald Mueller, he will tell you that there is big tax relief if you own a business. Listen, if you leave the business, you leave $4,000 to $6,000 that could be all added to your tax refund, that can be taken off of your tax liability because you're in a home-based business. You need to understand, family. Listen. The tax laws, when they were written years ago, they were written by the businessman for the businessman. So, of course, he made the tax law. He made it so that they would benefit him. Well, see, even though most people today Like back then when they wrote the tax laws, most people worked for themselves. Today, most people work for somebody else. Unfortunately, the tax laws didn't track, with the people working for somebody else, as they have stayed with the business owner. Grandma used to say, if you can't beat them, join them. Just by being in business for yourself, right? Even if you're just going to be doing Forex and you're going to attempt to make a profit, you're still in business. It says Congress is serious about supporting the growth of new home-based businesses because it helps produce a strong national economy. What's so crazy about this, Sherelle, is that when we looked at this very same thing pre this current pandemic, it read $2,000 to $3,000. Now it reads $4,000 to $6,000. Well, why do you think that is? Because Congress needs more of us to be in business for ourselves. So they will pay you $4,000 to $6,000 more for A, actively working your business 3 to 4 hours a week. B, attempting to make a profit. If you're in Forex, you're still attempting to make a profit, yes or yes. And then C, keeping good records. And I recommend QuickBooks Self-Employed. You can use MileIQ, TaxBot, whatever. Keep good records. And guys, listen, just from meeting those few requirements, literally right now, family, you can actually increase your take-home pay. That is pretty powerful. You can increase your take-home pay. Now, what does that mean? You don't have to know how most of us will fill out the W-4 exemption form and we'll put in exactly how many people live in our household or less, which means the government takes out a certain amount of money. Well, when you're going to be in business for yourself with a whole bunch more tax write-offs to include a portion of your home and a portion of your light bill, gas bill, water bill, cable bill, definitely this cell phone bill, internet bill, this stuff now becomes tax deductible because a portion of it because you're in business for yourself. Your dog becomes canine security because you're in business for yourself. So his little appointments and his little sweaters and his little medicines and food become tax deductible. If you take somebody out to talk about business, like, the Texas team was out today, meeting people, if they eat out, guys, if they're doing business, up to 80% of that meal is tax deductible. So regular life now becomes tax deductible. Do you understand that? So you can change your W-4, increase your exemptions, reduce your federal taxes every single month, and bring home more in your check. But you can't do that, family, if you're not in business for yourself. And I love this part. It says that these are tax incentives passed by Congress and published in the tax code. So just because we don't know a thing exists, listen, a person who starts this business and then stops gives up $4,000 to $6,000. I don't know about you, but personally, I'm not giving up anything. But you know what? There is a gentleman that can tell you even better than I can tell you. And his name is Brian. And I love listening to him because he helps you understand the power of these taxes, y'all.
Business income is strategy 2. Strategy 1, your money must go further by creating a positive what? Strategy 2 is business income. Business income is taxed at a lower rate. The net effect of having a business is that you pay between 18 and 23% taxes instead of 28 to 33. So you were paying 28 to 33, now you're paying 18 to 23. That means now you get to pay yourself first because you can spend money now on your what? Business. Give you guys an example. They say if you don't have a home-based business, just take $20 a day and throw it out the window. Now, I want y'all to really understand this. If you don't have a home-based business, you're overpaying taxes by about $500 to $600 a month. So some of you guys are going to walk out of here a home-based business with a strategy. I'm going to bring up some people and give them some checks. They earn checks from a home-based business. And if you don't have one, here's what you're doing. I'm going to think about it. 20. I'm going to pray about it. I'm going to research it. I got to go talk to the wife. I got to go talk to the husband. While you praying, thinking, researching, talking, just keep throwing 20s away. Because that's what it's averaging you for your lack of knowledge on capitalism. $20 a day. The tax savings alone put $500 to $600 a month back in your what? Pocket. Net. So when you leave here today, while you're thinking about it, praying about it, tomorrow it's going to cost you $20 to think about it. That's not a big deal. Talk it over with your husband. Talk it over with your wife. That's not a big deal. Tuesday, y'all still thinking about it. You only wasted $80. That ain't no big deal. Pray about it. By the time Sunday comes, you need to pray about it. Next Sunday, ask God if this business makes sense. Ain't no big deal. You up to about 140, no problem. If you got it like that, I need to be doing what you're doing. Now, hold on one second. So while you're thinking about it, just remember this. Every day that you don't, the average per day loss, I'll be on taxes, $20 a day. If you don't have a home-based business, I'm not pressuring you. I'm giving you the real deal. $20 a day, gone.
And you know how people say, well, I'm doing really good because I've got a really good job? The more you make, the $20 a day goes higher because they pay more taxes.
That's right. So if you got a really, really good job, you need to really, really get a business. Everybody got it?
So I think he says it best, right? So you're in business for yourself. I share that with you because I want you to understand that even before you make your first dollar in Epic, you already made money because you started a business. Y'all with me? If that makes sense to y'all, y'all drop a 1 down in the chat. If it makes sense, drop a 1 in the chat. Now, one of the things that we find that when people are building a business that they say like, Lord, I really just don't know that many people. I'm not sure. I don't have that big of a network. My friends may not be interested. All of these good things, right? So 2 of y'all, it made sense too. Thank you very much. But here's the beautiful thing. The company says that we're going to eliminate all of the reasons why you would say, you know what? I don't know enough people. First things first is they're going to give you something called free4x.com. Thank you, Sherelle, Tabrisa, Huntington, Rhonda, Stewart. Thank you, guys. They said we're going to give you something called free4x.com, which is a branding and marketing tool. It is to attract people to you. And so it's kind of a funneling system where people can come from your Facebook, your Instagram, your Google, and literally they'll watch a couple of videos. So by the time they get to you, they're very interested in either building money with Forex, okay, or earning money with, building a team. Either way, it's going to help to increase your numbers. One of the 2 things that I want to share with you is that understanding that, 9 months ago, some of the people that we would have talked to that would have told us to kick rocks, 9 months later have lived through the same stuff we've lived through, and life has changed for them as well, or somebody that they know and love. So don't even be hesitant to go back to people and talk to people that you used to talk to or you talked to before, because some of those people may be open today if they weren't open before. And then lastly, I'm going to say this to you. You only need 3. Facebook has 2.16 billion users every single month. That's crazy. Instagram has like 16 million. YouTube has like 30 million. So you only need 3, right? Can we find you 3? And guys, guess what? A lot of them might be in your cell phone. So here's the thing. The company says this: when you get started, you're called a scholar. Everybody's called a scholar, whether you're going to do Forex, Miss Bobby, or whether you're going to build a team, like Leslie, it doesn't matter, guys. Everybody is a scholar. Now, with that, we eliminated. So now, we eliminated the people excuse. That's gone. You only need what? You only need 3. So no excuse. Strike through that one. Well, Coach JP, what does it cost to get started? It costs the equivalent of going out to a seafood boil restaurant and getting 2 premium bags and a couple of beverages. $99.99, right? Not even the cost of a high dollar handbag, right? I'm just saying it's $99. And then it's only $99.99 to run your business per month. Clutching my pearls, $99 to run my business per month. Child, you can't run a lemonade stand for $99.99 per month. But guess what? You get to write it off your taxes. Isn't that amazing? You get to write it off your taxes, family, and you're going to get more back than what you paid because you have a business. Think about this. It costs you $99.99 to get in business. And then let's just say 100. Let's call it 100. Costs you $100 to get in business and $100 a month. That's $1,300 a year to run your business. I'm sorry. How much did he say you could get back in taxes? You can get back anywhere from $4,000 to $6,000 just for being in business. So you got $1,300 in and $6,000 out. And that's before you made any money. Now, we're going to make sure you make some money, but I'm just saying, family, understand the powerful thing about business. So when you get started, $99.99 is what it's going to cost you. And then, guys, you're going to begin to build your company. Now, what do? Well, you know what? You can either pay the $99 a month and like Isaac, be okay. He's earning $4,000 a month in the market. He doesn't care. about his $99, he said. But for those of us who do, the company says if you actually recruit 3 scholars, one in team 1, one in team 2, and one in team 3, you literally go out there and recruit 3 scholars, right? They will eliminate your monthly subscription payment. So this is what will happen. This $99 will go away. You'll sign up as an IBO for $24.99. So now all you'll pay per month is $24.99, and you can sail off into the Forex sunset. With 3 active students, you're always going to have a free Forex education, right? Now, but what if you're one of those people who say, well, coach, I'm kind of like Cottrell. I'm looking at that 5,000 to 10,000 every month. How do I get there? Well, what I love about it is as simple as the power of 3. What do I mean? Well, if we take these first 3 and we help them to get 3, and then Tabrisa, we help this one to get 3, and then we help this one to get 3 right here, Christine, right? If we help everybody get 3. Now, the company says you really only need 1 more in this 3rd team, but we're going to teach you to treat all your teams the same. Now, with that being the case, right, you still have the same 3 people. You have not recruited anybody else, right, if you don't want to. The company says now that you have 10 people on your team, with 4 of them in your first team, 4 of them in your second team, and at least 2 in your third team. Now you are a Founder 500. The company begins to pay you $125 every Friday. If you take your calculator out and multiply 125 times 52, by helping 10 people, just 10 people get started in business, you have literally created for yourself $6,500 annually. What does that pay for? Somebody tell me, in your household, what does $500 every 28 days pay for? Some people, it's their cable bill and their cell phone bill. Some people, it might be their light bill. Some people, it might just help add to the grocery bill. Some people, I remember I told my brother, because he has 3 boys, and I told my brother, you're going to need a part-time job just to feed them because they ate so much, right? But whatever it is, family, that's less money that has to come out of your budget with your job because you're making $500. All right, coach, but I still want to get down to that 5,000. How do I do it? Very simply, we're going to duplicate the process again. So what we do is we help this guy get 3, right? We're going to help this guy get 3, and this guy, and this girl, and this guy, and this company, and this guy, and this girl, and this guy, and this company, right? In other words, it's the power of what? 3. Everybody needs the exact same thing you need, which is 3. Well, now what happens is you have 30 people on your team minimally. You have 12 in your first team, 12 in your second team, and at least 6 in your third team, right? If you're growing it like us, your third team is going to be equally as big as your first 2. But the company says, well, you know what? We're not going to pay, right? We're not going to pay Tabrisa just $125 this Friday. We're going to deposit to Tabrisa's account $250. But the reason, Tabrisa, that would happen for you is because you got Christine to $500, you got your best friend to $500, you got your sister to $500. In other words, by you helping make sure that they win, that means you win. Family, this is one of those platforms where when you dig down deep and help somebody else, you help yourself. And yes, Cottrell, I'm going to remember that once you start making money, that $99 does come back, right? And the beautiful thing is they take it out of your commissions, never your bank account. So we like to say one and done. You go into our bank account one time, and then after that, we want to either be 3 and free, or we want you to be taking it out of our commission because we're profitable. Does that make sense? And so you understand, based on the example that I'm showing you, as you move your team to 1,000, Cottrell, you move to 2,000. As you move your team to 2,000, you'll move to 5,000. As you move your team to 5,000, you'll move to 10,000. And how do you do that? Help everybody get what? Y'all drop it in the chat. How many do we need to help everybody get? Minimally. How many? Everybody needs to personally enroll. How many minimally? How many? Let me see if anybody let me see who knows over here in the chat. Right? That's exactly right, Cottrell, 3. That's exactly right, Tabrisa, 3. That's exactly right, Cheryl, 3. Sherelle, 3. Stuart, 3. That's exactly right. Everybody only needs to refer 3. That's crazy. But it gets even gooder, doesn't it, Sherelle? Because what happens is we have something called spillover and overflow. So, or blessings and overflow, they call it spillover and spill under. So Sherelle, if you could come off mute for me real quick, I want to, as I'm drawing this on the board, I want you to share with the champions what happened to you. when you had your overflow. Now she's not the only one that had overflow. I just use her example because it was one of my first examples. So if are you still up here, Sherelle? Are you up here? And if Sherelle, let me see, is she still here? If not, let me see who else up here has some overflow. Let me scroll down my chat. Leslie, are you able to speak? I know you guys had a meeting with the DJ out there. Are you able to come off mute? You, Sherelle or Rhonda, one of y'all just come off mute real quick. I'm going to tell you guys about something called spillover and still under. And if not, I know their story because I helped create it. You're in business for yourself. So this is you right here, Tabrisa. Who is that? Who is that one? Who is that?
Leslie.
Leslie. So let's go back. Let's talk about, let me just show. All right. So let's just say this is Sherelle. Why don't you tell the champions about blessing and overflow real quick?
Okay, what I know about blessing and overflow is that it truly is a blessing. And I actually did receive blessing and overflow. Actually, to tell the truth, shame the devil, that mommy blessed me with Rhonda. And so Rhonda is my blessing and my overflow. And what it does is that if your number is 10 and it's 500 that you're trying to get to, well, that's less work that you have to do. So instead of doing the total of 10, then I only have to do 9. So it just put you that closer to getting and hitting your goal. And so truly, you can go to sleep and you can wake up if you've been on the calls or whatever with mom about the going to your back office, how she show you how to get started. You literally go to all team. And when you click on that, you may be shocked because you may have blessings and overflow, which is so cool to me.
Wonderful. So now, you ended up with overflow on your team. Sherelle, then you turned around and did the same thing for her. Is that right?
I did the same thing for Sherelle. So of course, you know that you have 3 legs. So once your legs are filled, then now you're in the position to overflow. So I had overflow to Sherelle, I think 7. She received 7 from me from the process. And then by doing that, it blessed Sherelle to be and blessing and give overflow to people that's a part of her partnership. So go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I'm sorry.
So what it does is it goes down and then the overflow, but it comes back up like a boomerang, which continues to be circle of love. And we keep changing it, but this is just the coolest thing ever. So did you hear what I said? That not only does it become an overflow, but it comes back up and becomes a circle of love.
It really does. And so for a person who says, well, I don't have a lot of time, isn't it true that Sherelle put no time into getting those people?
None. I think that she was only maybe 3 or 2 away. And that's what she invested in, that was 3 or 2 before she hit 500. Yay!
Right? So let me ask, and last question, for somebody that's looking at this, that wants to understand, when Sherelle actually got those numbers, you were personally needing to hit a goal. And in order to hit your goal, you had to put certain numbers into that particular leg, right?
Absolutely.
So go ahead.
No, it's really just like the Bible said, the word, it says helpers to one another. Literally, not only did she get fed, I got fed as well. And everyone that was connected to her got fed. That's powerful.
It's very powerful.
You plant the seed and it shall multiply.
That's exactly right. So this is the only compensation plan where when your mentor needs to hit their goal, and this doesn't happen to everybody, and doesn't happen, I mean, it happens to everybody, but it doesn't happen all the time. Does that make sense? So nobody is waiting around sitting and saying, well, when is my overflow going to happen so I can grow my team? That's not what happens. It's a leg up. Does that make sense? But it blesses everybody, because literally if there was somebody way down here, right? Way down here, I don't know, in the UK. And Leslie had the ability to take somebody out of her holding tank and put that person on that person's team in the UK. That person may help that young man or young lady in the UK get to 3 and free, but it doesn't stop there. It doesn't only help that person. This is what's so crazy, is that it will help this person have one more on their team. They're closer to their goals. So is this person. So is this person. So is this person. So is this person. So is Sherelle, right? So is Leslie. So am I. And so is Mr. McCovey. One person. Everybody's numbers go up from that one person, not just the person that they helped. Guys, where do they do that at? Where does that happen? Where you can literally be, as Leslie said, you can bless down and the boomerang comes all the way back up. I like that one. That was cool. But that's the power of this particular platform, family. So if you're looking at this for the first time, what I want you to understand is Cottrell only has, right? Cottrell only has 3 teams. Our team is committed to put 5,000 people in place on the team inside of, by January 30th. The question that you have to ask yourself, if you're listening to anybody, if you're the guest of anybody, is, okay, they've got this blessing and overflow, circle of blood, boomerang, spill over and spill on. We call it all kinds of stuff. But they've got this going on. Is it smarter for me to start somewhere at the top of Latrell's team where there is some possibility that some of that volume will bless me, my mom, my uncle, my daughter, my sister, my brother? Or should I wait until after this is passed and I am assured that none of this will ever be on my team? Well, I think I can probably hear what you're saying, that the answer only makes sense that we get started now. So what's your number? Pick your number. What's your number? What is the number, family, that will allow you to be okay? This is not about what we understand. What we understand about this platform is that the only way we're going to win is if you win. Right? We are a selfless people. Our team is very selfless. We're willing to go out and work with, teach, and help you. We will meet you where you need us. If you want to give 100%, we'll meet you right there. Does that make sense? So what is your number? And we find that most people are between $2,000 to $10,000. Well, the thing is, family, that income is residual. And most people build something like this because they care about other people. They have charities that they care about. Do you realize that the income that you accumulate in your career here will pass on to your children, your spouse, your children's children? It will pass on literally. Literally, family, you can leave it to a charity if you want to. You can leave it to your church. I don't know about a job. Patience was saying, listen, she's studying to get an IT degree, a 4-year degree in 18 months, bless her heart, right? But she was saying that even with that career, and she really doesn't want to be leaving the house, especially after what she went through this year. But she's saying, but even with that job, Mom, she said, like, literally that income, if something happens to me, it doesn't pass to my children. I get one check in the hole, and then my children are done. So she wants to create that extra income, and we want to have some fun along the way. The company wants to reward you for doing good work. I mean, when you're earning $5,000 every 28 days, $1,250 every Friday, they're gonna give you this blinged out dog tag, platinum and diamond. When you're earning $10,000 every 28 days, $2,500 is being deposited into your account every Friday. $130,000 every year. They give you a very nice looking ring and some cash. When you move on to Ambassador 50, an all expense paid trip to Dubai. Now, when you're looking at $12,500 every Friday, it's not like you can't purchase your own trip to Dubai. Or when you're earning $25,000 every Friday, it's not like you can't purchase your own luxury timepiece. The company does it for 2 reasons. The first reason, family, is to say thank you. What they understand is as you move to those ranks, what's going to happen is you literally have done a lot of work. You've blessed a lot of people, and they want to say thank you for you doing that. But in addition to that, family, they understand that when you pull up in like your Mercedes S500, or you pull up in your Tesla, you pull up in your Cadillac Escalade, right? Some of the people who see this opportunity when you show it to them, that could not conjure up the faith, the grain of a mustard seed to get started like you did, because they walk by sight and not by faith, even though they say, I got faith, God, I believe in you. They don't have faith enough to believe that God can help them to build a business. But when they see you in the Mercedes, or maybe the Tesla, or maybe with the dog tag, or they see you, on an all expense paid trip to Dubai on Facebook, maybe At that point in time, they'll believe enough in themselves because of what they see to actually join you. Like, we don't care what it takes to help us help them, right? We just want to help them. You may think $1 million at the top of the comp plan is a lot, but a lot of us have goals that are a little bit bigger than just, making sure that we have our bills paid and that our kids are in private school. Some of us, and it's interesting because collectively inside of our team right now are about 6 or 7 people who have thought about one day I would like to actually open and fund a credit union privately. So we have the first mock-up of what we would like our credit union to look like. I mean, why not? Why can't we be the people that open a credit union? Or, why not you be the president of a credit union? Why can't you help fund a private academy? See, when you're earning $1 million a month at, $1 million every 28 days at the top of the comp plan, things are a little bit different. You can make different choices. Your family is well taken care of. After a certain amount of money per month or every 28 days, there's not much more you can spend money on. But now you can start being a bigger blessing to other people than you are now. The worst thing in the world is for somebody to need something, and when you give it to them, you have to hound them about giving it back. I like what Judge Judy says. This is a gift. This is not a loan, right? But you can't do that, family, if you're just barely able to make your ends meet. So we say it's $99. It is $99. Okay, you get to write that off your taxes. That $199 already earns you $46,000 with the IRS just by keeping your receipts and filing as a business a Schedule C with your 1040 at the end of the year. Once you have 3 scholars, you'll sign up for $24.99 to become what we call a IBO. Okay, and your Forex education is free. As a matter of fact, I want to just one more testimony about Forex real quick. If Tanisha can come off mute real quickly. Just the fact that all of this is under one umbrella, the opportunity to really be able to earn that income. And Tanisha, one of the things that I love that when you sent me that information about, finishing with your demo account and your studies, your 2-week syllabus, and now opening your demo account. And then I saw that profit. I was excited because, you have this great job that you in this great career, because she's super smart too. But she wants her freedom, right? I'm so excited, Tanisha, that you're going to be able to make some money in this platform. Can you just tell the champions how you feel about your future in Forex?
Well, I'm excited, as Coach said, I have a good job and make good money, but the thing is, when you get to those certain levels, there's no stop and end time. I don't, log in at 9 and log off at 5. I just work until it's done, whether that's 2 a.m., weekends, nights, or whenever. So for me, it's about getting my time back. So to have the ability to make money, literally at home, I've been, on my laptop, in my bed, studying and doing classes, that's not dependent on anyone else, that you can do anywhere from your cell phone, as long as you have an internet connection. You're not dependent on people buying stuff or making a decision. This is literally the effort you put in, you get the return based on how much effort you put out. And having the ability to make a substantial income from home, based on my efforts, is pretty exciting.
Well, congratulations. And, that was one of the things that I really, really was excited. I was excited for you for that, because I know where you are. I know what you want to do. I know how smart you are. And I knew you, if it passed the sniff test with you and then the Andersons, we were all good to go. So thank you so much, very much for sharing. Proud of where you are with it. I know let me tell you something. She's going to figure it out. All the way to her 6 figures a year. She's going to figure it out. So listen, family, it has been my pleasure to share with each and every one of you. Thank you for everybody who chimed in. Love you guys to life. Listen, get back with the person that invited you to this particular webinar. Let them know that what you see for your future, you're ready to rock and roll. Hey, I want to grow. I want to do like the Andersons and like Tanisha. I want to earn 4, 5, or 6 figures trading. Or I want to build, a team like Rhonda or Cottrell or, a Deborah Battle, Bishop and Deborah Battle. I want to do that. Or you may say, you know what? I want to do all of it. It's all under one umbrella. It's the same $99. Why not do a little bit of all of it? So with that being said, family, this particular webinar is officially over. Thank you so very much for chiming in. I look forward to seeing you at the beach. I look forward to seeing you at the bank. Either way, I look forward to seeing you at the epic table. Thank you, guys.